We have an expediator board of 4 people, all accountants, 3 chartered, 1 cost and management. And then we have the operating board. Richard has been with us, CFO, since 2004. He's ex-Tibbet and Britain. Sean's been with me since 1991. Denore since 2005. Dana 2002. Michael, our CIO, has joined us about a month ago. He's ex-Tesco's. You'll see why we've got him on board shortly. The business is split into 3 main sectors that have developed over the last 30 years. And they are our freight forwarding division, which we started off in '88, moving textiles from Holland and Belgium into the UK. And that business is carried on, and we have a slide on that which we can show you how that functions. Our transport services division is mainly geared around our DKV fuel cards. That has gross billings of about 135 million a year, euros. That is the agent for DKV fuel cards, who are the largest fuel card provider in Europe. We are their number 2 customer out of 150,000. Our logistics and warehousing is developed mainly in Romania and the UK. Again, I have a slide on that to go into a little bit more detail. So we're an experienced own-led management. We've got huge opportunities for M&A activity and also organic growth in the business. We have come to market with a policy to buy companies which are bolt-on activities to what we're already doing, and we have a strategic vision to build the business in certain areas. We have a progressive dividend policy. When we make money, we like to pay it out, and we'll be paying out 50% of earnings after tax. We are mainly focused on the Central and Eastern European areas. So you'll see around this area here, our Baltics and Balkan areas are very strong for us. The offices abroad there tend to work with Western European countries. The UK activity, which we started back in '88, works across the whole of Europe. You'll see on another slide that we have over 10,000 customers, so we're a very widespread business over all sorts of sectors. Trading update, we did issue a trading update recently. 59% increase in revenue last year, very strong organic growth, and turnover on acquired businesses was about 10 million in the back end of that year. All 3 divisions have grown organically. We raised 7.8 million, and we're busy spending that on acquisitions. We did 3 acquisitions last year. We've got quite a few in the pipeline. The operating highlights for us were our activity in Romania has grown very strongly with our pallets business. And our pallets business is a palletized hub network. We have the master franchise from the UK of pallets, and we are about to sign a contract for a new central hub in Romania. Our freight forwarding operates on an asset-light model. For those who don't understand freight forwarding, we organise freight from A to B internationally. So our clients vary from textile customers, and textiles for us now is 10 to 15%. So we move anything from A to B anywhere in Europe. We are looking at companies to build up our capability to do air and ocean as well. So we're very much a broker. We're a middleman, and like all middlemen, we like to make money in between. So we do a large amount of transactions. We make small profits on a lot of those transactions. EshopWedrop is in that division. For me, EshopWedrop is our most exciting area, and the way this works, the world is shrinking. And we have a lot of customers. If I take Lithuania, we bought a company which was a competitor. which is per Anglia, which is by UK in Lithuanian. So we have over 40,000 customers in Lithuania. They will go online to buy products from e-commerce warehouses. The UK is the third largest e-commerce country in the world after China and America. Germany comes fourth. So customers in Lithuania can go online, they can buy something off ASOS, Amazon, Sports Direct. They buy the product, that then they then give their address as our warehouse in Braintree. So the e-commerce providers, by and large, will deliver in the UK for free, unless you ask for a next day delivery. So the customer in Lithuania buys it, he gives his address, he gives his EshopWedrop number, the parcels get delivered into us. We then ship that on the back of our B2B services. So it's B2C on the back of the B2B. We get it into Lithuania. When we get it to Lithuania, the customer has a choice then. He can collect from our central DC, he can collect from a shopping centre in Vilnius, or we can do a home delivery using a courier company. We're shipping around about 1,000 parcels a week. And so those parcels, when they come through the warehouse, they can be from Amazon, ASOS, all sorts of people. All sorts of carriers will deliver it into us. The customer, so our costs from that point are receiving the goods into our warehouse and shipping that freight to Vilnius. That costs us no more than 20-30 cents a kilo to get it from the UK to Vilnius. We have a cost to, when the goods come in, we put it on a cube view machine, it scans it, weighs it, and then we get it to Vilnius. We're charging the customers around about €4.50. We are half the price of any of our competitors who ship from the UK. What we're now going to be doing is, having established the model and the IT for it, we are now going to be rolling that out by way of franchise across the world. So we signed 2 franchises last year into Cyprus and into Albania, and that gives us coverage in 6 countries. And I'm currently talking to about 10 different countries, and we think that this will be very much a snowball effect. So within a year, I want to try and target 30 to 40 countries. For us, this is very good because we will be receiving the goods into the warehouse, and that's where we make our money on our franchise fee, maybe €1 a parcel. So we have established drop boxes in the UK, Poland, Germany, Italy, France, and also America, and we're looking to establish a drop box in probably Hong Kong. But that's the most exciting part of our business, I think. Our transport services, as I said, when we went to the listing, we had 1,500 customers with about 8,000-9,000 cards. We now have, and I was there last week seeing DKB, we have 1,700. There's good growth on that market. It's high volume, low margin, but on the back of that and that customer base, we are looking to sell to those customers more services. So we sell them cross-channel ferries. So anything a trucker would need, we try to sell. Breathalyzer kits, all sorts of things. It's mainly fuel cards. Now we have a division which is affinity leasing, and we have another division which is affinity insurance. So we're trying to push both of those areas to a captive customer base. Providing we can get the money and the backing at the right rates, we can bring the customers. So that's growth in that area as well. No acquisitions in that area. Logistics and warehousing, as I said earlier, the pallets business, we started that in 2012, really on the back of, we were doing the logistics for a German group called Metro, and I was attending a steering committee meeting, and one month we hadn't delivered some promotional goods, and the MGL director said, "Stephen, you signed the contract with DHL, to deliver everything the next day. I said, Michael, how the hell do I do that? 2 pallets left over to go to 30, 40 stores the next day, not lose a lot of money. He said, not my problem, it's yours, you signed the contract. So I said, okay, let me think about it and I'll come back. So that got me thinking about how the hell do you do it? And a pallet network is the way to do it. In the UK, there are maybe 10 pallet networks. As you're driving around on the motorway, you'll see Pallet Line, Pallet Force, Fortec. You see all of those guys. And somewhere there's a statistic where there's 85,000 pallets moved within the UK every night. Palletways is the biggest, they do around about 15,000. We are the one and only pallet network in Romania. Romania's got a population of 22 million. Not quite sure what it is because a lot of them are over here. But it's about that sort of figure. And we started in 2012. We lost around about 380,000. We budgeted to lose 400. And we moved in that whole first year 46,000 pallets. We're now up to 50,000 pallets a month. So once you go through your break even, you come out the other end, you start to make lots of money. That is a great division for us. Having established the pallet network, we are now going back heavily into logistics. Most logistics providers and transport companies can do a square shed, have warehouse management systems in and deliver full loads around the country. We are the only ones, I believe, in Romania that has the ability to deliver within 24 hours, small pallets, large pallets, and if you can do that, you can do full loads as well. So Romania for us will be a big focus. It has been a big focus over the years. I lived there from 2005 to about 14, commuting. It's a great area for us, 6% GDP. Our logistics business down there will be very, very strong. In the UK, our logistics is based around the UK warehouse in Braintree, which has been problematic over the years. Now it is full of e-commerce and fulfillment activity. That will be where we will be pushing the business. I'm pleased to say that's going quite nicely, quite profitably. So we will be targeting, in particular, American and Australian companies to provide them with warehousing, fulfillment and e-commerce. I see that linking very much into our EshopWedrop developments. We have a business called ENT, which we acquired at the bottom of the M11 at Beckton. And ENT does all textiles. So it's hanging garment warehouse. We do collections for Arcadia. And we route our international trailers of Delamode into the ENT warehouse. And we do deliveries in the London and Greater London area. And then we also deliver the whole country working with TNT. Growth opportunities, as I said earlier on, the new central cross dock in Sibiu, that will enable us to shorten the window when the trailers come through that platform. It's not a normal shed, and if you visualize a square box, the trailers will come through the middle and offload, and then we have doors either side. So when we have that facility, we'll be able to handle maybe 10 times as much, pretty much within a 10% increase in our current costing. So instead of going through then